And we're back here in Morrowind. I have returned to Balmora. It's nighttime in Balmora. I have returned here because the next stage in my quest is convincing House Hlaalu to name me Hortator. Now, this should be easier, I think, because I am already a member of House Hlaalu. So hopefully they'll just be like, hey, yeah, sure, you can be Hortator. No problem.
Where would you like to go?
So let me just walk on up there. I am recording on Wednesday, December the 27th, 2017. Alright, here we are. So let me just quickly recap where we are. Last time I was named Hortator of House Redoran by Redoran's counselors. When I have been declared Hortator of all three houses, Redoran, Hlaalu, and Telvanni, I will have fulfilled the fourth trial of the 7 visions of 7 trials of the Incarnate. So that's why we are here at House Hlaalu. That will be the second house, second of 3. Last time we also got a public notice revealing that I am an Imperial agent. So that might be a problem going forward. We also got this message that we need to contact a guy named Danso Indulis, the High Fane of Vivec, if we ever become Hortator and Nerevarine. So I think that could be a problem, though, because by then I'm sure everybody in Vivec will be attacking me on sight. All the Ordinators will, at least. So, let's go into House Hlaalu here and see what happens. Alright, who's in charge around here? Was it you, Nileno Dorvain? Ah, yes. Nileno Dorvain asked me to do something for House Hlaalu last time I was here. Yes, Nileno Dorvain wants me to convince Rolassa Orin in Vivec's Market Canton to stop buying House Redoran Guar guides. So I have not done that. So hopefully she won't hold that against me. You don't seem to have any options here about Hortators. Who else can I talk to? Denar Delomo. So, your name is Krull, and you're new here in Balmora? Well, no, actually, I'm not new anymore. I was new a long time ago, but not anymore. What about the Nerevarine? What do you think about all that? The Nerevarine is a heretic, according to the Temple, and so are all those who support the Nerevarine. But House Hlaalu policy is to avoid extremist religious views. We follow the imperial practice of religious toleration for various cults and beliefs, so long as they do not challenge law or public order. Well, that's good to know. Good job. A very religious agnostic group.
Find all that you seek, traveler.
Who else? Dondos Dryler. Okay, wait, before I start talking to everybody and wasting tons of time, let me open up my inventory. Somewhere in my inventory I have a yellow book. Unless I tossed it away. Okay, I apparently put it on my corpse bank or something. I used to have a yellow book which gave me the names of all the counselors. And I bet those are who I'm going to need to talk to.
Talk about?
So instead of using that book, I'm going to talk to Nileno again and ask her about the Hlaalu counselors. As I said, Crassius Curio is the most open-minded of the Hlaalu counselors, though somewhat eccentric. If you get lost, consult a recent edition of the Yellow Book. Maybe I should run back to my corpse bank and find this yellow book before I continue. Well, I don't see the yellow book on my corpse bank either, so maybe I sold it or something, or dropped it. Falvel Arnium says that none of the Hlalu counselors live in Balmora. So that makes it even more important to have that yellow book that I don't have. I spent about 20 minutes running around trying to find a yellow book unsuccessfully, when it finally dawned on me that if I just come back here and talk to Neleno Dorvain, she has a dialogue option for Crassius Curio. This is the guy I need to find. He can be very eccentric at times, but his weaknesses allow him to be manipulated. He lives in the Hlalu Plaza in Vivec. So that's where I need to go. Vivec City. We are bound once more for Vivec City.
What can I do for you, friend?
You can transport me to Vivec Guild of Mages.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Hello. I think that is where I'm trying to get to, so I'm gonna have to go over this way and go across this bridge. I'm not quite sure I understand why the Hlalu Council is down here in Vivec City instead of Balmora. Hey, Ordinator.
We're watching you.
Are you gonna attack me?
Go about your business, but I'm watching you.
Hey, what do you think about this whole Nerevarine thing?
You're the one they call the Nerevarine. You are a heretic, and all who support you are heretics. You may think Imperial law protects heretics, and you may be right, but some of the Temple faithful care little for Imperial law.
Alright, we are at the Hlalu Wasteworks in Vivec City. Let's see if anyone in here can tell us about this Crassius guy. Crassius Curio.
Councillor Crassius Curio has a splendid mansion in the plaza atop the Hlalu Canton here in Vivec.
Thank you. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? So I just need to go... Tell me about the Hlalu compound.
If I liked you better, then I might tell you.
Okay, I guess I'm pushing my luck then. Maybe some of these other people. Elo Eritan, will you tell me anything about the Hlalu compound?
We greet you warmly. It's not bad when you know your way around, Krull. What are you looking for in Vivec?
The Hlalu compound.
The Hlalu compound is the westmost canton. Councillor Crassius Curio has a splendid tier-top mansion here. The tiers below contain Hlalu treasuries, records, holding cells, and various services. There are 2 public houses, the Elven Nations and the No Name Club. A variety of craftsmen and tradesmen also have shops at Hlalu compound. Some House Hlalu nobles maintain residences in the less formal St. Delen and St. Olms cantons. Councillor Valenda Omanai's manor is east of the city on Elmus Island.
Well, you guys are just spread all over the place. Can you tell me anything generally about House Hlalu?
Yes, we both belong to House Hlalu. Are you here to discuss business?
No. Well, kind of. But it's Hortator business, not House Hlalu business. Okay, so I guess I just need to keep going up. Oh, it's the treasury.
So good to see you. Welcome to Vivec, Krull. I'm sure you have some questions. What would you like to know?
I don't have any questions. Never mind. Oh, what about the Telvanni compound?
Telvanni compound is the eastmost canton. The Mage Lord Maven Drenham is the ranking Telvanni noble. The Telvanni rent the compound from the temple and have to make do with a Velothi tower instead of their preferred mushroom towers. The administrative center includes a treasury and a hall of records. Slaves are housed in the lowest tiers. There are many tradesmen, craftsmen, and trainers, and the Lizard's Head Corner Club provides lodgings for Telvanni kin and mercenaries.
Oh, that's interesting. So all this time, I was thinking that to get the Telvanni house support, I was going to have to go back to that Mage's Tower out in the middle of the lake or whatever. But it turns out it's here in Vivec City after all. Here we are at Hlalu Plaza. Is this the mansion? You there.
Civicrel, I'm Nar Gro Shagramph. Councillor Crassius Curio has a splendid mansion in the plaza atop the Hlalu Canton here in Vivec.
That sounds like the place that I'm standing right now. Hlalu General Goods. No Name Club. Curio Manor. I walked right by this and didn't even put it together in my head that that would be Crassius Curio's manor. I thought it was like curio shop, like a pawn shop or something.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Glenel Neladren. Do you know where Crassius is? Oh, you're not going to help me. Brenosa Nedalar.
Actions precede you, Outlander. I've heard good things about you.
Thank you. Where's Crassius? Has a splendid mansion, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's just a storeroom. Well, I see he has a splendid mansion, but I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there's a downstairs. You must be him. Nope, you're Balin Cedrethi. Where's Crassius? You're not telling me either.
Find all that you seek, traveler.
There's a bedroom. There's another bedroom. Ah, Crassius Curio, I found you. Yes, I have business with you. Yes, I'm Crassius Curio, but you can call me Uncle Crassius. That's a little weird. I would like to become the Hlalu Hortator. What do I have to do to get that done? A Hortator is a great house war leader. It's an ancient tradition, seldom invoked in modern times. Well, let me tell you a story about me and the Nerevarine and how I need to become Hortator. You want to be Hortator? A pity. Orvis Dren does not want you to be Hortator, and very few counselors would be willing to risk Sir Dren's disapproval. But your eloquent passion, your exquisite vulnerability, moves me to risk all and defy Orvis Dren. Yes, sweetie, I will name you Hortator, but I have something to ask of you. Why are you calling me sweetie? Will you give me a kiss? I'm very confused by your request. Please, take your time, my little flower. What is a little time between such intimate friends? Let me ask you about the other counselors. You should consult the recent edition of the Yellow Book of Great House Hlalu. It lists the current Hlalu counselors and their residences. Can you give me another copy of it? I seem to have lost mine. What do you know about becoming the Telvanni Hortator? Master Aryan in Tel Voss is the one most open to new ideas. He may give you some advice. Master Aryan in Tel Voss. Okay, I gotta remember that for later. Okay, back to this Hortator thing. Will you give me a kiss? Will you take 500 drakes instead? You've broken my heart, but in time it will mend, and in the meantime I'll console myself with your gold. And now, Pumpkin, it's time for your gift, and I have just what you want. In my formal capacity as Counselor of House Hlalu, I give you my vote for the title of Hortator. Perhaps I can also give you a little suggestion? Sure. What is your suggestion? I am sure you can persuade Dram Barrow to support you as Hortator, if you can find him. Orvis Dren has Nevena Ulis and Valanda Amani in his pocket. You might want to make a little trip to the Dren plantation before talking to them. And then there's Ingling Half-Troll. Tell me about Dram Barrow. Well, no, tell me about Ingling Half-Troll first. Ingling Half-Troll is a foreigner like me, but he simply doesn't understand the Dunmer like I do. If you were to dispose of him, the other counselors would not be upset. If you kill any of the rest of us, of course, it's a different story. He lives in Ingling Manor in the St. Olms canton. Are you asking me to commit murder? What about Dram Barrow? Why is he so hard to find? Dram Barrow is very secretive. He lives somewhere here in Vivec. You can't tell me any more than that? Okay. What about Orvis Dren? He is the head of the Kimona Tong and lives in a plantation in the Ascadian Isles. You may be able to bribe him or trick him. He despises the Empire, and I have heard rumors that he has made some kind of deal with the Sixth House. Ooh, that's not good. What about Nevena Ulis? She lives in Ulis Manor, near Suran. Just take the road north out of Suran, cross the bridge heading west, and look for a manor south of the road. Sounds easy enough. And Valanda Omani? Counselor Valanda Omani lives outside Vivec, on Elmas Island. Take the bridge to the mainland from Telvanni Compound, then turn south and cross the bridge to Elmas Island. The path from the south end of the bridge leads right to Omani Manor. Okay, I will have to remember that for later. So the question is, who should I see next? It sounds to me like Dram Barrow is going to be the closest one to me. He's very secretive. He lives somewhere here in Vivec. Do you have a copy of the Yellow Book by any chance?
May you find all that you seek, traveler.
Hello. What can you train me in? Short blade, light armor, sneak. Welcome to Vivec, Kroll. I'm sure you have some questions. What would you like to know? Have you seen Dram Barrow anywhere? I've seen him in the St. Olms Canton. St. Dellen Canton and St. Olms Canton are residence cantons for commoners and paupers. The temple charges very reasonable rents for comfortable workshops, shops, and apartments, and most of Vardenfell's crafts and light industry is housed in these cantons. The Abbey of St. Dellen the Wise is on the top tier of St. Dellen, and Hlaalu Councillor Ingling Half-Troll has a top-tier manor on St. Olms. Well, thank you. That's very helpful. It's helpful to know where Ingling Half-Troll is, because apparently I need to murder him.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
No, that is all. I still would love to have a yellow book. I feel like this would be much easier if I had a yellow book.
3 blessings, Sarah.
There's a yellow book. Can I steal it? I'm gonna quick save and take your yellow book. Can I take it?
I'll deal with it.
No! Alright, I gotta load the game. Okay, well, at least I found a yellow book. The Yellow Book of Great House Hlaalu, Counselors of House Hlaalu, Vardenfell District, Imperial Era, 426. Mistress Valanda Amani. Master Dram Barrow. Vardenfell District, Free Trader, Gentleman of No Fixed Residence. Vivec, District of Vardenfell, Province of Morrowind. Master Crassius Curio, Master Ingling Half-Troll, Mistress Nevana Ulis, Council affairs of note. King Hlalu Athen Lethen, High Counselor and Lord of Morrowind, grants relief to merchants complaining of high tariffs on imported alcoholic beverages. The Council is pleased to report a reduction in the incidence of theft and violent crime in the Hlalu House districts, thanks to the vigilance of the legions and stern sentences by the magistrates. The Council laments the unfortunate disturbances of the public peace resulting from the increasingly aggressive competition between the Thieves Guild and the Kemonotong for control of the black markets. A minor tax revolt in Balmora was suppressed without undue harm to life and property. The Council sent deputations to the Duke to express their concerns over the high tax rates and the injurious effects of high tariffs on trade. Now, that would be interesting to compare that to the other ones.
May you find all that you seek, traveler.
Okay, I guess I can't take a yellow book from here.
Your actions precede you, Outlander. I've heard good things about you.
Could you sell me one? I'll buy it from you.
May you find all that you seek, traveler.
All right.
Something to say, Outlander?
Okay, now that I've gathered all that information, I didn't write any of that down, so I can't remember any of that. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go at all. And I am ready to continue. I've made a bunch of notes on a note card here. The first place I want to go is to find... I want to find Dram Barrow, who is in St. Olm's Canton. Alright, this is the St. Olm's Canton. Let's see if we can find anybody in here. I'm looking for Dram Barrow. You there, Adavis Therian. Do you know Dram Barrow?
I don't know where he lives, but I've seen him on the top of St. Ohm's before.
At the top?
Mathera. If you're here for trouble.
Entering the St. Olm's Plaza.
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
Have you seen Dram Barrow?
I don't know where he lives, but I've seen him on the top of St. Ohm's before.
That's what they all say. You. Bashius. Have you seen Dram Barrow? You don't know anything about Dram Barrow. St. Olm's Ingling Manor. Okay, so that's where the half-troll is. Let's remember that. Falso Sideris. Stop.
This is the sacred city of Vivec. Count your blessings. Can I help you find someone in particular? Or are you just looking around?
I'm looking for Dram Barrow.
I don't know where he lives.
Thanks for nothing. Let's check out Vivec, St. Olm's Upper North 1. Hello, is anyone here? Gallus Seleth? Have you seen Dram Barrow?
I don't know where he lives.
Let's try... Is he like hiding in a corner somewhere? There aren't very many places to hide here. Let's try St. Ohm's Upper North 2.
Yes.
Ionae's Relnum. Have you seen Dram Barrow?
I don't know where he lives.
Okay, fine. Nobody knows where he lives. Let's try St. Ohm's Upper South 1. Relosa Therion. Your name sounds familiar. Have you seen Dram Barrow? I don't know where he lives. Thank you. How about the St. Ohm's Haunted Manor? I don't know if I want to go in here. Is he a ghost? Alright, let's quick save. Let's go in the Haunted Manor. Is anyone here? That door is locked. Lock level 50. Okay. Okay, nobody's in the Haunted Manor.
Yes,
Let's try the temple. St. Ohm's Temple. I don't see anyone at all in here. Nope, that door's locked. Vival Salus.
Can be of assistance.
Have you seen Dram Barrow?
I don't know where he lives.
Okay, thank you. He's not in the temple. The only place left to look is the, Yngling Half-Troll's house. Alright, let me save the game before I go into Yngling Half-Troll's house. Third trial, Yngling Half-Troll. Hello.
I'm listening.
Hello, Felgor. Have you seen... No, I guess you haven't. Okay, never mind. Star, you're a Nord.
This is the sacred city of Vivec. Count your blessings.
Have you seen... Dram? No, you have not seen him.
What's this all about?
What is your business here?
Shagar Gran Snazgar.
Have you seen him? No, you haven't. Why do I have a feeling that I will have to kill all of you guys if I'm going to kill this Yngling Half-Troll guy? Yngling Half-Troll.
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it.
Okay, let's talk. I am curious about your thoughts on the Hlalu Hortator.
A Hortator is a war leader for a great house. Why?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking to become confirmed as a Hortator, if you don't mind.
There's a touching story, but if you don't have 1,000 drakes, you won't get my vote.
Wow, 1,000 drakes. I've got 1,000 drakes. Here, have 1,000 drakes.
A pleasure doing business with you, Krull, and I'm a man of my word. You got my vote for the office of Hortator of House Hlalu. Once you get everyone's vote, talk to Crassius Curio.
Okay. That was easy. Do you know where Dram Bresso is? Dram Bezo? Nope, you sure don't. Do you have a yellow book I can borrow? And or steal?
There is much to discuss, much to learn.
I'm listening.
There's your yellow book, but there's a guy standing right there. Well, after a hefty bribe, Yngling Half-Troll gave me his vote for Hortator of House Hlalu. Okay, well I got Yngling Half-Troll's vote. A nice sunrise. I think I'm going to stop this video here, and we got 2 votes for Hortator, so that's pretty good, I guess, for one video. Next time I think I might peek at a wiki to see if I can figure out where this Dram Barrow is, because I'm not getting very far just wandering around talking to people. Alright, well thanks for watching everybody. See you next time.